Okay, we're good. Awesome. Hey, friends, welcome to the February newsletter. Thank you so much for clicking on the video, as always. It's kind of a goofy little winter out there right now. I'm still hoping for like a big snow at some point too, just because I do love just that majestic. But like we're getting some light flurries right now, so I'm at least getting that sort of a feel from like that snow globe perspective, which is great. Just wanted to go over a couple things this month. I'm going to go over like just a quick little buyer tip, a seller tip, and also want to talk to you guys about getting the opportunity to speak at our Remax Results Awards to pass on the Rising Star. It was really, really awesome and got a chance to kind of talk about honestly got to talk about the care economy, which I didn't think I would ever get that opportunity to speak like that in front of a bunch of people. So that was really sweet. But let's just kind of like let's get to the market. What's going on right now? First of all, February compared to last year, there are more listings on the market, which means that people are trying to sell, which is awesome. Like the market is still just kind of humming along, and there's more than last year too. And we are expecting more homes to come onto the market as spring goes on. This just happens every year. It is a seasonal thing that happens in the Twin Cities, obviously. People do not like to move in the snow, even though I enjoy looking at it. So, oopsie whoopsie. So that's great. And so if you're a buyer and since there are more homes on the market, that means there are more opportunities to get deals because homes, when they're on the market at the same time, tend to compete against one another. So it's a good way to think of it when you're seeing a lot of homes available. You can go in and swoop those up. Market it's taking a little bit longer to sell homes than we saw in the 21-22. Although I will say, since people are not really waiting for interest rates to go down as much, people are just kind of, I gotta go. They're just going. So we are expecting this year to be a little bit of gangbusters. So just be aware of that. If you're selling, it's kind of the same thing. Like I've been preaching this for the last couple of videos. I think it's a good idea to have, at least myself, I would say. There are very, very good interior designer folks out there too who have some good tips. But I think it's a really good idea to start having those conversations and maybe just doing a walkthrough. And this is for potential sellers. If you're not sure if you want to sell this year, just happy to give you my 2 cents. Like if you want to give some work, get some work done, I can help kind of direct you in a way that is going to help you figure out what is going to be the best return on investment, what type of work you should be doing based off of the type of home that you have, right? Just because you see something on social media and it looks really, really cool does not necessarily mean that's the work that you want to be doing. So I'm happy to help kind of hold your hand and walk you through it. Well, of course, this is all based on sales. I don't really position myself as someone who wants to sell. If I think it's a good idea for you just to stay in your home, that's my favorite advice, because then it's abundantly clear that I don't really care which way or the other for that, and it's really easy to help make that decision clear for folks. But if you're just considering it, happy to just give you the tip on what seems right for what you are trying to do and how you're trying to live your life. Real estate is the only investment that you actually live in. And so the dollars and such too, it's important for those to make sense. But ultimately, it's how you want to live, where you want to live, etc. And those are the main things that I look at. So that's my buyer tip and seller tip, and wanted to tell you guys about presenting the Rising Star Award. I won it the previous year, and frankly, I was just frozen when I got it. It was just such an outpouring of positivity, which is sweet. And the thing I was most looking forward to was to give the award away. And I got to give it to this really, really deserving agent who was out of my former Grand Avenue office, who is Anna Garnis Halverson. Really, really sweet agent, former teacher, Montessori school teacher. And I've actually learned a lot from her, from even attending her classes, and try to implement some of those things into my business as well. Where, for those of you unfamiliar with Montessori, the entire idea is that you are letting the student kind of self-guide and figure out, and you are there to supply the tools for them to help make those decisions. And as you can see by the way I communicate very, very frequently, my point is that I'm not making any housing decisions for you. Based off of what you tell me, I want to give you the tools so you can help make the better decision for you. I may have like a really, really good tool for you to make that decision possible. And that's basically what I'm here to do. Just have a little bit of flexibility with that. And like the reason why like I got to talk about the care economy was because of all of the amazing like people who joined this industry from restaurant industry, hospitality industry, like I did, or teachers or doctors or nurses. There's just so many people out there who are, underpaid and underappreciated, and a lot of people see it as like oh, you finally made it. Like, yeah, how great it is for you to be at this awards table. And for me, it really should be looked at the other way. Like, how blessed, should people feel about being able to, sit at their table, sit at people like you, because all those people in those industries make days like taking a Friday off to have an awards ceremony possible. We all work together on this stuff, and the more that we can kind of realize that and appreciate folks, I just think the better. I wasn't going to have this be a segue into like a Valentine's Day message, but it's a good time of year to show some appreciation for folks, especially if things are going to get like, kind of foggy, cloudy. It's the yearly tradition of like, oh, when am I going to see the sun? Write some notes, talk to some people. I think that'd be a really good idea for you. So anyway, that's what I got for February. Thanks for sticking around with me for 6.5 minutes. Thank you all. Be well.